reel and you pull. You get confidence when you feel one roll. Oh, wow, now there she blows. A fish on. Hang on, man. We got a big fish on. And tip up. Be strong, man. We got a big fish on. Nice and slow. Watch the show. Yeah, here we go. We use the current to bring 'em in. I hooked this one by the fin. Today it's man versus fish, and man win. Just a barley in a can. Not a lot to understand. Having fun with friends and recreational drinking. Only $3 for a tag. I got a big fish, but I won't brag. 20 pounds of caviar worth about $8,000. Hang on, a fish on. Hang on, man. We got a big fish on. And chip up. Be strong. We got a big fish on. Nice and slow. Watch the show. Yeah, here we go. What a sport and what a feeling. Keep on casting, man. And you keep and you keep and you keep on reeling. Sometimes they take your line, half a spoon at a time. You feel helpless watching that dragon whine. Oh man, fish on. Hang on. We got a big fish on. Too bad. So sad, man. I'm just mad. Retie your line. Better luck next time. I hope you do fine. Now I've been paddling and I'm hooked. At first weekend in May, I'll be booked for a bigger fish. A better fish is the goal next year. Wade out in the water up to your nuts. To be paddle fishing, you gotta have guts. The river, the rival, and the road. Grab your biggest, your baddest pole. We're going down to that old sugar hole on the banks of the Yellowstone. Searching for the one with the big old paddle, the one that's really tough to handle, as big as a man of prehistoric beats. A pull and you reel and you reel and you pull. You get confidence when you feel one roll. Oh, wow, now there she blows. A fish on. Hang on, man. We got a big fish on. And tip up. Be strong. We got a big fish on. fast and slow. Watch the show. Yeah, here we go. That Williston, Watford City area, Yellowstone River. We got a big fish. Oh, whoa, 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 Today I'm in trouble, yesterday I was great. And will tomorrow's bubble hold a break? It shouldn't be a battle, man, just to feel good. But I found my confidence left in ruins. And I won't let go. When I won't pretend to know. When I don't feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. And now I'm questioning everyone, everyone's questioning me. I find the answer to life are in the pages between. Some walk around with only one eye open while I'm dreaming they're screaming 'cause their minds are closing. And I don't wanna let go. When I won't pretend to know. When I don't I wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. Seem to have it all 1 week, the next is a mess. Seems I'm doing a bunch, I'm not feeling the best. See at the pull of the moon, the shine of the star, the battle within for who you're not, who you are. And I don't wanna let go. When I won't pretend to know. When I don't wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. Now what's right about them and what's wrong with me? You see, you can only take from the given tree. The more you put in, then the more you get out. The harder you work, then the less that you doubt. And I don't wanna let go. When I won't pretend to know. When I don't wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. The toss and the turn of the waves in my mind say it's easier to quit than to put in the time. My head's above water, just barely I float. So I tell myself secrets in the songs that I wrote. And I don't wanna let go. When I won't pretend to know. When I don't wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's the rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. Today I'm in trouble, yesterday I was great. Will tomorrow's bubble hold the break? It shouldn't be a battle, man, just feel good. But I found my confidence left in ruin. And I don't wanna let go. When I won't pretend to know. When I don't wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. Telling stories, reciting songs, picking up with who you get along, driving trucks and teaching people, making love for your working equal, building houses, helping the sick, start a job that you don't want to quit, rock your roll, play your part, do something special, sexy, smart. Fixing up cars or running the bars, making fun of who you are, digging the dirt, cutting the grass, enjoy your day with the day that passed, play them tracks, trust the trail, have a hoot and give it a wail, set it forth and don't be shy, up in the feathers and let it fly. I hope that you love what you do. Fish the seas now, I catch the river. What's the work you found to deliver? Sightseeing or singing the blues. Whip away the paving blues. Sawing logs, yeah, trimming trees. Plenty of plots to get their cheese. Take out the trash, clean up the office. Time to reset, yeah, you got time. I hope that you love what you do. Yeah, there you go. Now you're running turns you up and turns you on. Let you leave you sent from the past. Enjoy a date with the day that lies. Do it for you and the nuts now. It's all aboard that beautiful bus. I hope that you love what you do, what I do. Sooner or later I'll see the light. Sooner or later I'll see the light. Even if I have to find my way through the night. Sooner or later I'll see the light.
Test, test. Oh, yeah.
Sooner or later I'll see the light. Sooner or later it'll shine bright. I know when I see Some walk around with only one eye open while I'm dreaming they're screaming 'cause their minds are closing. And I don't wanna let go, and I won't pretend to know, and I don't I wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. It seems you have it all one week, the next is a mess. Seems I'm doing a bunch, I'm not feeling the best. Is it the pull of the moon, the shine of the star, the battle within for who you're not, who you are? And I don't wanna let go, and I won't pretend to know, and I don't wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. Now what's right about them and what's wrong with me? You see, you can only take from the given tree. The more you put in, then the more you get out. The harder you work, then the less that you doubt. And I don't wanna let go, and I won't pretend to know, and I don't wanna feel the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. it's a roof and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a roof, but it ends. It always ends in gold. Today I'm in trouble, yesterday I was great. And will tomorrow's bubble hold a break? It shouldn't be a battle, man, just to feel good. But I found my confidence left in ruin. And I don't wanna let go. And I won't pretend to know. And I don't wanna fear the road. It's rocky, it's a rough, and it's hard to take home. It's rocky, it's a rough, but it ends. It always ends in gold. Grab your biggest, your baddest pole. We're going down to that old sugar hole on the banks of the Yellowstone. Takes a big old treble hook, 4 to 6 ounce weight. This here snagging, man, you don't need bait. Searching for the one with the big old paddle, the one that's really tough to handle, as big as a man, a prehistoric beast. Cast and you let her drop, hoping this time you found the spot. Now jerk and retrieve till we get a fish we don't leave. Get confidence when you feel one roll. Oh wow, now there she blows. A fish on, hang on, man, we got a big fish on. Until fish on. Hang on, we got a big fish on. Too bad, so sad, man. I'm just mad. Retie your line. Better luck next time. I hope you do fine.
Check 1, 2.
Yellow.
Check 3, 4.
Check 5, 6 in the middle.
Check 3, 4.
All right. So, Danny, how do we want to start this? Put this guy on the old record player there.
Yeah, I think that's how you do it. I've only been streaming lately, so I can't even remember how you run these things.
Well, for those of you that don't have the record yet, you see this nice fold out, bunch of pictures from recording and just our last, I guess, year, kind of, right?
Yeah, I think we printed all the ones from the recording session and then a handful from different shows throughout the last year with the album, recording the album and producing the album, and they all kind of were just laid out on a table. We had our friend Matt Foster take the picture and pictures of the artwork, and then we threw it all together digitally and had them printed, and we're super excited to be here today, I think, for the listening party,
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of
You
like a full
betcha.
circle.
So then I suppose, Sky, you want to bring out that little sleeve there? And we're very proud of how these turned out. And you got all the lyrics there for the Mooncats Animal Style and our little animal cracker characters. Who was the artist we did for that? Is that
Lawrence Crowe, yeah, the original Mooncat logo designer. He's done a lot of our logos, actually. So shout out to Lawrence Crowe. He's working on a new one for us right now, actually. And yeah, I felt like those laid out really nicely on the lyric kind of fold out. It was cool to tie in all of our lyrics to all the songs on a actual record because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, and then as you see that that blue splatter Galaxy, I think is what we went with. Is that what's the name of that the splatter there? It's kind of a blue black. Was it Galaxy?
Yeah, black and blue Galaxy splatter or something.
Yeah, I was just so impressed how that turned out, and it's kind of cool because you have a lot of vinyl that's just black. Some will go just white. You'll do orange, but having the two-tone, the two different colors, and the galaxy in with the theme of the moon and the cats, really like how that turned out. And then of course the artwork is Cameron Brown. He's been our artist for every album here. And he did a fabulous job on the front. We got, that's the American elm leaves on the side. North Dakota, that's your state tree. If you're taking notes at home, state tree, American elm. And then on the back, we got the fall colors coming in, kind of a snow. Mr. JoJo on the rock, and the spirits going up, the animal spirits getting summoned by the Mooncats. Little night owl there. But yeah, just really stoked how these turned out. How do you feel, Sky?
Yeah, I love the whole design of the album. I'm very pleased at how everything turned out. Mostly like. So.
Yeah, I think we're losing Sky.
Sorry, we got him on green.
Yeah, we'll share.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with how the album turned out. I love the design, the kind of mirror image from the front to the back with the different stages of life with the leaves. And then, us jamming out around the campfire. I think campfires have always been really important to us. And then seeing the inside, you get to see the space and kind of a snapshot into that time. And I really love the inside layout with all the pictures and everything.
Yeah, Sky, we had a question from one of the viewers. How many Mooncats does it take to change a light bulb?
Brazilian. That's a different one.
It takes all three of us to do anything.
And we're a working unit. Who asked that question?
See, that was Bad Knees 11. And then we had a couple other questions, but I think we're going to get back to those
What was the
maybe
other one?
once we get started, or should we get to them?
One
Okay, let's see. What do we got here? How, when, or who came up with the name Mooncats?
Oh,
this is a Sky answering one, I think. I'll start it off by we originally were a four-piece. So we had a fella from Iceland named Heck or Hawk. You in the Bismarck Mandan music scene would know Heck. He was a folk singer, and he helped kind of initiate the band. And from there was. I'll have Sky take it from there because he was kind of a key part to naming, getting the name Mooncats.
Yeah, so I met Heck probably over 10 years ago now, and I ended up playing quite a few shows with him, working on several albums, and we put out a lot of music together. And at the time, right before the Mooncats started, Heck and I had been playing in a project called the Heck and Sky Band, and we had just lost two of our members, and we were kind of looking to start a new project. And something similar had happened with Danny and Slinger's previous band, Northern Light, where they had lost a member, and we kind of just joined forces. And in our pursuits to come up with a name for the band, Heck and I looked at one of the albums we had done called Smoky Air Mooncat Songs, and we named that kind of as an ode to the Beatles. I don't remember exactly the story about it, but I know that the Beatles toyed with the idea of like Johnny and the Moondogs, I believe. And so Heck and I named our folk album full of covers as Smoky Air Mooncat Songs. And that very much had a fire on the cover and was kind of in the Mooncat vein, Mooncat genre. And so we took the idea from that, and I think that we thought the idea of Mooncats was a very marketable idea. I still believe that. Who doesn't love the moon? Who doesn't love cats? It's awesome. It's easy to remember, and it's just 2 syllables, which I think is another important thing for band names, is that it's got to be easy to remember and easy to say.
Sing-along ability. No, another thing with that I was going to say is, and we were always around the fires, singing, picking late. And so I think that had another part to do with it, meowing at the moon, late nights, picking parties around the fire. So between, Sky's story and kind of the nature of us being late night mooncats that we are, it kind of helped come to be.
Yeah, and I think we had a few other contenders, but it's always hard coming up with a band name because you're like, it's going to define you in ways you like or don't like. And, right away I remember kind of being like, I think we can do something better. And then I'm really grateful that we did go with it, because it's just been a great band name. And like you said, a lot of people are into astrology and a lot of people love cats. So it's been an awesome ride as Mooncats.
Yeah, well, should we listen to the dang thing? Yeah, well, we got a lively crowd here in the record store,
and I think we have 11 people online too. 11 online.
Yeah,
we have a good. What is it? 1, 2.
Yeah.
How many people would you say is
here? I mean,
8,000.
I mean, how many hands do I have? I can't, But so there's people here, folks, and if you're in town and you want to come be a part of the live thing, come on down to the record store, and we'll even sell you a record just for coming here. And so come on down.
Yeah, that's Rhythm Records, and we have the album on vinyl record, CD, and now cassette tape for the only place to purchase all 3.
Oh, yes. Oh, I should have brought a tape over, but the tapes are really cool, and those will be available on Saturday because we're playing a fun show and another record release for our friends, the Crop Dusters, up in Fargo. They're coming to the Laughing Sun, and we're doing a show together, so we'll be opening the night, and we just had our album come out. It just seems like it's a good time for an album to come out. I think Taylor Swift just came out with one, so I mean, why not? It's a good time to be having your album come out right before Christmas here. Christmas gifts, folks, stocking stuffers. We got those tapes, so make sure you check our online store or just come to a show. That's going to be the easiest way we get it to you timely. But I suppose we could start spinning that thing, and I don't really know how this goes. I've never done one of these, but we just spin the record and we talk about every song while we're spinning. Our manager says listen to the first half. Okay.
All right.
That's a good way to start, right?
Is this thing on?
Yep, halftime will be sponsored by B-Dubs. There will be chicken wings in-house here. So if you're in Bismarck, stop on 200 East Main.
Okay,
Might
the
have a
album
few wings for
started.
you.
It looks like the needle's going to drop.
Oh, there she is.
Just press play. Yeah.
No, if you're listening at home, normally this will sound a little cleaner. We're just figuring out our audio technica here. We're just going to do some. So this is a learning experience for all you record players at home too.
Take the record off.
There we go. And sometimes if you have that unevenness, if you have that, skippiness or slowness, it could be the speed. Oh, the table, yeah, itself. And good thing we have some. Oh, there you go. Just needs a little realigning.
It's a nice stand or a nice player. I mean, it's like full metal. Oh, shoot. Switch out the.
That's all right.
You might have to go over to that camera and go live.
Oh no, we're still. Oh yeah. So what we're doing here was we're doing a little record repair. So if you too have troubles at home with your record players or need record repair, come talk to Gus and he can help you out with that. Get all you. He knows a guy that knows a guy, and you'll get the record players figured out. Now, I will assure you that the vinyl sounds great, and we've been very impressed on how good it does sound. So once we get this dialed in, you too will see. But how many people out there have the vinyl? Anybody tuning in that has vinyl? Yeah, can we raise some fingers out there, raise some hands, and tell me, or put in the comments there who has all listened to the vinyl, who's all got on there. Who has our vinyl at home? We would like to know. And put in the comments there and tell us what you think or how you've felt. And then you could, we could go on Gussie's. Let's just go Gus's.
Yeah, I think we'll do that real quick.
And
we got a few people waiting, but that's all right. We got time.
Herbal's.
Is there any other questions?
Scott Yoder. What's your favorite song on the album? Good question. My buddy O'Neill actually asked me that earlier today, and I hadn't had anybody ask me my favorite song on the album. And so it's tough because, you gotta love them all, right? But I will say Out on the Weekend, or quote unquote Monday, Out on the Weekend is probably my favorite track. And I would have to say that one, and JoJo's up there. JoJo is the very first song that you're going to listen to or that you're going to hear on the album, The Bitter Ballad of JoJo. How about you, Sky? What's your favorite song on the album, Animal Style?
I think my favorite song on the album's got to be I Want Both. I remember you working on that song in the Red Lodge, I think, and then we kind of fleshed it out together a little bit, and I feel like that's just a good song that represents the Mooncats. It's got the solos in it, it's upbeat, it's got clever lyrics. I think if that would be the number one single for me from the record, that's it for me.
Yeah, you can't do that with a record. Don't drop those. Yeah, so this is the cassette tape. Gosh, if I had to pick a favorite song, I really don't know if I could, but I might pick Dirty Critters because we did a music video for the song, and it was just really fun releasing that music video. Yeah, I always watch my hands, but that music video is really fire, and if you're looking for really good stocking stuffers, you just pull out your wallet, come out to Rhythm Records, and you're going to have a fire of a good time, too. So, yeah, but don't burn the place down or anything. So,
I just felt that heat.
It's hot. It's got three moon cats in it there, so just got to be careful.
All right, we're going to take 2.
Yeah, hopefully this time it doesn't go down in flames. Oh, because if it went down in flames, it'd be dangerous. So we're okay. I think we got the album going. We're not going to hurt. Oh, there it goes. I think so.
Looks like we're back in business, boys.
That's why you get your good record players. I was like,
We're back.
I can also attest to that, and it's a good reminder, and some people roll their eyes at it, but it's good to have things that remind us to do things that, should just be no-brainers. So I'm glad. Thank you, Herbals. All I can see is Herbals and
Herbal Sunshine. That's Angelique. And,
yeah.
She said she's listened to the album 20 times at least. That's awesome.
You might hold the record, literally.
It also looks like. Sorry.
I said I don't think I've listened to it 20 times since it came out.
Yeah, but since it came out, but before that, probably times 3, 20 times 3, just dialing everything in. We're still having some audio technical
Actually,
difficulties.
Howard on here said, "Yep, sounds great." So I think we're good. Also, Stella said, "I don't hear the crackling on this vinyl." So that's good. It's good quality, I suppose.
Well, yeah. Okay. Could be. Even if you went from the house, because even if you cranked it, huh? Mine sounds a lot better than this at home. But that's why you do these things.
Yeah, this is a sound check. Let us know if it sounds bad. We're going to maybe fix it if it does.
I will tell you, when I play it at home, it's good. It sounds really good. Right now we have some bits of distortion, maybe a little bit of warble in there, meaning the speed could be off just by here and there. And you learn those things sometimes after figuring out or putting a record on. But I will assure you that if you're looking at getting the record, it sounds good. It sounds great.
Starting track 2, the Year of the Grasshopper, and this one's a really memorable song as well. I think it's had a lot of good live appreciation. It's been accepted well.
Yes. And this was, the background behind this. Me and Dakota were out killing grasshoppers because they were so bad a couple years back that they ate all of our greens. And It was something where I think that year we didn't get any corn. It was pretty bad. So I came in almost tears one time, and we were just from smashing grasshoppers and feeding them to the chickens, and so it was good protein for the chickens. But it was one of those things that that I think writing songs too. Sometimes you go through those ups and downs, highs and lows, and you're so excited about the garden and all the green and goods it can bring, and then you have a pest that eats everything, and it really demoralizes you, and it makes you think, why do I do this? And then, so I like taking a bad situation and making it a good one, like flipping it into a song. And so that's kind of what I tried to do here. And the chorus is die, 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 which is... most of the time you wouldn't want to say that in a song. And I like keeping most things alive, but when it comes to grasshoppers that eat all your garden goods, then yes, it was to exterminate as many as we could and crush them and feed them to the chickens. But yeah, this one was fun. I love the washboard on this, the roll of the washboard, and that was a big part, a big play, is the washboard. How was editing this, Sky?
Well, editing any Mooncats album is always a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed editing our kind of music. Acoustic instruments blend together in a mix differently than electric ones do, and there's kind of a different sort of nuance to it. And especially since we recorded to reel tape, there's a lot of bleed in all the microphones, and so it was definitely like mixing a soup rather than mixing a salad. But I'm very happy with how it all turned out. It feels like a very accurate representation of our live performance. I enjoy that.
Or salad, free floating and fixed, a can of tuna, fresh got fish. I want both. Yeah, I think we got both here. We got more than one record player we're trying out. We're just making sure all the record players work or don't work here, and we're really getting her dialed in. You can see that thing spin. Let's see that baby spinning. Oh, we're gonna have to wipe it out. They're tuning in from upstairs, and they say we're supposed to say that we'll be back in 1 second here. But is that for sure? Is that official? You want us to leave? Where are we going? There's been a fire in Danny's beard. Okay, we're taking a time out, so I don't know how you do that officially. We're off.
Can you still hear us on there? Maybe leave a comment. No? Okay. Okay, good. Right on.
Welcome back, Morgie.
Check. Little hot. Check.
Was it over?
Check. That should be good, eh? Check.
Oh, really? Oh, no. They didn't. Oh, shit. So that's the best.
We know what this guy needs.
No, wait. What else is in there? It's
Batter and rum. I think Tom and Jerry's are rum. Straight to the dome.
Oh, they heard us asking. So I think they can hear us, but they can only see us as silhouettes frozen in time. Okay.
Check.
Well, great. We just had a few. Oh, here it comes back around. We just had some technical difficulties. Thanks for
Audio
sticking around.
technical
Oh, yeah.
difficulty.
They'll come back. Okay.
Here we're live.
We're back.
Here at 200 East Main, here in Bismarck. Welcome back. If you're tuning in, this is kind of like what happens when you're trying to record too, and then something doesn't work out. And luckily, we don't go live when we're trying to record because you get this times 10. It's terrible. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's beautiful, but you usually have some technical difficulties naturally. It's part of the process.
Yeah,
And
gremlins, they call them in the industry, right? You got some gremlins
Yeah.
messing around in the board or in the vinyl.
Yes,
Thing.
gremlins. So where were we? We're going on to track 3. Is that correct?
About to hear Night Owl.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you grab that my record sleeve? You know what?
Well-
Actually, I'm going to follow along on this one. Actually,
Yeah, and
see if I got any typos.
you need the vinyl to see the track list, except I guess on the back. But as you notice, the track list is not on back, which may throw some people off. But you need not fret. You just got to pull the vinyl out of the sleeve, and then you can see the track listing, and on the sleeve, or in the middle of the vinyl.
or where you're streaming it, because it's out there and all the streaming resources too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that'll obviously have the track list too. But all
Streaming
jokes
is
aside,
nowhere near as cool as listening to physical media.
yeah, it's not like digital would ever be king to having a physical copy and the different formats. It's kind of cool. This is our first album on a tape, second album on a record.
Yeah. That's a wrap.
Like we said, stocking stuffers. Make sure if you're needing a stocking stuffer, perfect one. Even if you don't have a tape player, Grandpa's got one or your dad's got one back there he just doesn't use. So you just need to get in the attic and pull that stuff out. And I bet you got a tape player somewhere. You got to search.
And if you
gotta
don't,
look.
you could probably get one around here somewhere. Rhythm Records, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Where we are right now. Hey, we got a live in-stream audience. We got a live YouTube audience. It looks like somebody asked, "What are your expectations of the new year?" Stella.
Oh, that's deep, Stella. I like that. Expectations. I try not to set expectations, but I think a vision that we have is we're gonna go up in a cabin in Minnesota there, and we're gonna write the next album. We have some ideas floating around, but we're gonna lock ourselves in a cabin, get a wood stove going, and see what we can do about writing the upcoming the album number 4.
Album number 5.
Sorry, album number 5. This here's album number 4, folks. If you're listening, if you're watching at home. But like I said, we do, and I am especially looking forward to getting up in the cabin in the North Woods there and doing some more writing and finding some inspiration on the North Shore there. How about you guys? Do you have any expectations for the new year?
I'm just looking forward to a year filled with music and hopefully bigger and better things from the Cats and just another successful year. Meeting cool people.
Yeah, I was just talking to a friend, Dan Pretzer, who's helping us kind of run the live stream today about this today, and we were talking about how it's going to be hard to up last year because we did all of this. We're here right now. It's been a huge year for us and the music and the album. but I'm excited to see where it all leads. No expectations.
Yeah, totally. Love Night Owl. Thank you. T. Jacob. And then, we're on to New Orleans. This is Sky here singing New Orleans. And, do you have any input on, I guess some people know the story, but not everybody. Tell us the story of New Orleans.
Yeah, so I used to live in a basement of a duplex, and the fellow that lived upstairs was a older gentleman, and we were up at his apartment watching old Western movies at about 3 a.m., and he turns to me and he's like, Sky, when I die, I want you to throw my ashes in the Missouri River so I can finally see New Orleans. And I was like, dang, Pete, I got to write a song about that. And I did. And I showed it to him, and he quite likes it. He's doing great.
Yeah, Pete. You're out there, Pete. We're thinking about you. And, this one I remember getting into record and just throwing the harmonica parts down, and I didn't know what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do with it. And so that's kind of one of those things, too, that sometimes it happens in the studio. Sometimes you're prepared or know before. But for this one, I did this and that, and I was just kind of hoping what I did worked or Sky liked it, and it turned out. But yeah, I think at one point Danny said reminded him of an alarm clock, and the part, and so I had to switch it up a little bit. My I guess my harmonica playing was a little too alarm clocky, so I think we got that figured out.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was something about just the pitch it was hitting. You know, I don't know. I haven't had an alarm clock in years, but my dad had one, and I went, you know, and I was just hearing that frequency, and I was like, we got to redo it. I'm hearing something that's gonna, I don't know. That's the way it goes.
I used to have an alarm clock that was bird sounds, and somewhere in one of our travels on the road, the exact bird that makes my alarm clock sound was there, and it just made me mad. I remember me waking up.
Snooze.
Your pellet goes, no, I'm just kidding. All right.
All right, track number 5.
Yeah, the tape's going to tell us. It's Spirit Animal.
Would you look at
How
that?
fitting. Thank you, tape. No, the tape has the track list.
But as you see, the record doesn't, as we talked about before, which is kind of cool. I do like that. But also, I even caught myself the other day. I was going, oh, yeah, what one is that again? Oh, yeah, you got to pull out the vinyl, and you got to look on the middle there or on the lyric page. Spirit Animal. So this one has a little bit of background behind the scenes. My buddy Tate and Tess down in Las Vegas. So Tate's originally from Mandan, but they moved down there years ago, and he called me up one day and was wondering if I wanted to know my spirit animal. And I said, yes, I would love to know my spirit animal. I said, I think I know what it is, might have an idea. And he's like, well, let's just go for it. So sure enough, I told him what I thought it was, and he had Tessa there, and that's what they had for the card that they pulled out. And it was kind of like, holy cow. I mean, I guess that's what it's supposed to be, but it's the otter. And my spirit animal is the otter. So then I ended up writing a song about that. And I think we all have spirit animals day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Sometimes it changes. Mine feels like it has stuck with me. But it was a song I made about just connecting with nature and how important that is, and how important animals are in our everyday lives. And if we pay more attention to them, I think you learn a lot from animals. We can learn their behaviors. Birds, and listening to their singing. When you're in the woods, you know if something's coming by the way a bird stops or the way a bird starts, or you can really tune into nature. And so I think that was a special thing that I learned. And by writing this song, I learned more about animals and spirit animals and just finding something that connects with you to nature and living animals. And I think we decided, we were actually going to name the album Spirit Animal, but through certain discrepancies, we changed it to Animal Style. I still like the name. I still like Spirit Animal better, but here it is. And like I said, as long as animal is incorporated, I'm just very thankful that that's part of it and how special it is that we connect with animals.
Yeah, and we had a viewer here ask, Mo's Declassified, what's everyone's spirit animal?
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, I'm the otter. And Danny?
I don't know. I go back and forth between a few of them, but I like this possum over here. I was like, I could be a possum today. Some sharp teeth, nice long, wormy, weird tail, and I don't know. But somebody's got to love the possum. I don't know.
You can always change.
Kind of weird.
I thought
looking.
night owl right away with you, but
I'm that sometimes.
it changes.
We saw a possum on tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's the sign. I think I'm a house cat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's only natural. We have one of those. I would be a barn cat. But house cat is great.
Houses smell better.
Yes, but barn cats are just, they have to fend for themselves and get a lot of mice, where house cats, I think they become lazy, like Garfield, and that
Like
they're
me.
always getting lasagna
I'm the Garfield
instead
cat.
of having to hunt and do their natural thing and take care of the rodent population. But they still can do that in the house.
Yeah. I happen to like lasagna. Sounds
Yeah.
like a perfect job for me.
Yeah, sure.
So we had another one here. How do you settle arguments amongst yourselves when you're on the road? That's a good question.
Oh, timeout.
Draw
Scott
straws.
puts us in a timeout.
Yeah, we asked Scott, the overseer. Well, Scott does help kind of iron out sometimes because there's three of us, and it's like if we're, it's 2-on-1 or whatever. I don't know.
No, you can. We
get
usually,
along pretty
sometimes
well.
it goes down to a vote, and it helps when there is only three. If you have 2 and 2, it makes it tough. Luckily, we don't have a lot of arguments, but of course, there always that naturally, like, well, we should do this, we should eat here, we should stay there, or this is what songs should go in the set list. We're pretty good at just like, yeah, that sounds right, but sometimes put our heels in the dirt a little bit. But it'll go down to a vote, naturally, the old democratic way.
What about our pickles and strings behaving this year?
Oh yes, very very good question there, Stella. They have been. They've sometimes they're on the naughty list because they're always pooping on the front porch and we're having to take care of that. But pickles and strings, for you who don't know, are our goats out at Moon Camp, and yes, they're friendly goats for sometimes. Strings is a little more rowdy, and he'll act like he's gonna headbutt you, and then he's just faking you out. He's testing you, and they're like our little dogs. They follow us around, go on walks, and they've been pretty good this year. But I've kept them locked up a lot more than Dakota would like, I think. Just because, like I said, they're pooping on the porch, and nobody likes it when you poop on the porch, so then you get locked up like a goat.
Well, I was going to say, where did this song come from, Out on the Weekend? This is the last one on side A, but we also had another question. So who's going to win in a 100-meter dash?
Oh, easily
Real
me.
quick. Slinger for sure.
Yeah, I train. I still get in with the wrestling team, and so I will pride myself on I could whoop these guys in a 100-meter dash.
Maybe Scott, though?
I don't think Scott could. He says he could, but I guess we're gonna have to. Next live stream, that'll be a challenge. Me versus Scott. I like that. As far as like arm wrestling, like I probably couldn't take Danny down, maybe not even Sky. I don't know. I don't know their arm wrestling capabilities, and we haven't even tried that. So
That's how we should settle our fights or discrepancies on the road. Yeah. Well, and then we had another one. What do you do out on the weekend?
oh yeah. So most of the time it's playing. This year we had 100 and what? How many shows are we at?
6, I want to say 106.
Yeah, 106, 107. So a lot of our weekends consisted of shows and going to shows, preparing for shows. But this song was inspired by one of our favorite festivals, the Prairie Pothole Festival. And we were there on a Sunday night, going into a Monday morning, and picking around the fire with some of the boys from Camp Comfort, and they helped us inspire this song. And this part, Here Comes the Sun again. And yes, Gus was there interviewing us. And you know, sometimes you just don't want the weekends to end, so you'll stay up as late as you can. I'm very guilty of that, and so you'll wait for the sun to come up. You know, it might even be Monday morning, and you just don't. Nobody wants to go home. Who likes to go home? You know. I mean, I like home, but I'm just saying, like.
You want to keep the party going.
Yeah, it's tough. Take the party out of the man.
It's a funny balance between touring and gigging and being home, you know, and it's like you need both. But I hear you. It's like sometimes you just want to keep that party going, and you're out on the weekend, and all of a sudden you're out of weekend, you know.
That's good.
That was the end of side A. Here we go. We made it through.
Oh yeah,
That's the first time I've ever heard that, and man, that sounded good. No, I'm just kidding.
Boy, that's
and we got a
great
hello
record.
from Minot, too. What songs did not make it on the album that you were all contemplating? That's a good question.
Yes, and there was actually 2 of them that we wanted and were recorded and kind of ready to go, but didn't have enough dang room on 2 sides of an album.
I got a question for you. Sorry
Yes.
to interrupt you, Slinger.
Yes.
And maybe you answered this. I wasn't paying attention when things were chaos. Or chaotic, rather. So what was the difference between recording on tape versus digital? What were things you guys had to do to prepare for that?
So I'll start with we didn't prepare. We just showed up, and Blake put us in this sweet room with a bunch of plants and big windows. I was like, this is going to be sweet. And it really turned out. I didn't do like research on like, the difference. It's a good question. Like, how is it going to be different than recording? I know you have to reel back and do all that, and Sky and Danny could take more in depth there. But as far as preparation on my part, it was like, no, let's just go in the room and hopefully that tape thing does the tape thing, and we sound good.
Did you ever feel like a weird pressure though while you were doing it? Like, we can't go back and correct it like you can when you record it on a computer. Did you ever feel that while recording this?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew, like, a lot of these songs we'd been playing for a while, and we knew that, you know, they were tight, you know, and we'd been kind of woodjetting them and changing things, and they've changed since we did record them, too, but some of them were brand new, too, so that was kind of hard because it's like, hey, guys, I got this song. Let's try to track it to tape and see if we can get it down, you know, like 136 miles on side B. I don't think we'd ever play it at a show, you know, but ones like I Want Both and You're the Grasshopper, Night Owl, some of these on side A, we'd played for maybe a year to a few years. So we were confident in those and we're cutting them to tape, you know, and we still did a few takes on a few of them. But, yeah, it was a lot of the work ahead, just making sure that we were ready to capture the songs in good quality takes because we knew that there'd be minimal editing.
Now, for the next record you guys are doing, do you want to do tape again, or you want to do it on like a DAW on a computer?
I think one of the coolest aspects of recording to tape is that you're limited with the amount of tracks you can put on. You know, in our first album, we had a lot of auxiliary percussion. We weren't afraid to throw keys. We had Gus play some lovely keys on, I think, the first 3 albums he made it on, for sure.
When he says tracks, it means the different levels of what you're adding, not necessarily the number.
Yeah, the number of instruments,
songs.
not songs, but tracks in the mixer. Yep. And so you're limited to about 8 and that forced us to have arrangements that didn't have any of that extra stuff. And I liked that for this album, but it is something that I would like to have more in the future. I enjoyed recording to tape, and I would be open to do it again, but I'm not jumping at the opportunity to record to tape again.
It's got to be intimidating, because there have been so many times in the recording studio where you get a good take, and then it's like, well, I messed up this one part. And when you're doing it digitally for the people who are listening at home, you can kind of go in and correct that and kind of, do that correction, where on tape, it's there forever. Some of the most famous recordings you've ever heard are quote unquote not perfect, and there's a charm to that.
Yeah, I think definitely a beauty to that, and our sound in general, and doing things live. There's something special about that, and that's why I was pumped that we were kind of doing it in a live setting, because I think that's what you get, especially the instruments that we do. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's just how we're going to roll it out to you, and hopefully you'll enjoy what we're putting out. Back to where the ones that didn't make it.
Oh yeah, good memory.
It was Kundalini, No Need Approval, and a song I wrote called Sugar in My Coffee.
Yeah, there you go. And those hopefully will be on future albums, and or singles. We're just kind of hashing that out. But like I said, we did have them recorded, and there just wasn't enough room, and so they had to take the cut, especially because we were going to vinyl like this. You can fit, I think, 44, 22 and a half per side, 44, 45 total minutes that you can put on. And so that's what we about maxed it out. I think we had maybe a few seconds to play with, but not much, maybe 20, 30 seconds that got left off, or a minute, I can't remember. But, yes, those were ones left off. One other question I seen on there, how do we keep our voices sounding so, beautiful? Oh.
How do you keep your voices sounding good with all the practicing and shows? Hot tea. Well, we practice a lot, very rigorous practice schedule.
Yes.
And we have a busy touring and gigging schedule at least. And we practice when we can. We live in different towns, but...
Hot tea's a good
lot of
one.
different things.
We got some throat drops that really helped on this last.
I just got
tour.
more of them too. I forgot to tell you. We got the T-Pain throat drops and some other ones that have been awesome.
Keep it all lubricated.
Humidifiers, especially in North Dakota winters, go a long way too. It gets so dry here, and that can just ruin a voice.
Yep. What were the the songs that did not make it? Yeah, and then we kind of went back on that.
Yeah, I think we're about ready to flip the record. So for those of you in the new generation, if you haven't flipped a record or had a record, you instead of listening to the whole thing all the way through, you have half on the other side. That's why it was kind of fun to make the tapes, because we were like, okay, we have all of the files on even sides, so it makes it an easy copy. And for our first album, we did Hot Tea, our second album to vinyl, but it was our first vinyl. And see
sometimes
if we can get
you
this
need
thing
two
here.
hands.
There
If
we
you have
go.
anything
Yeah,
in your
usually
hands, make
I'm
sure
not
put
holding
it
the
down.
mic. I don't know how to do this. Usually I have a guitar up here, but all right, there we go. It's playing. I just need to stop talking.
So song 6, or AKA side B, song 1, is this one's Camping. Danny?
What?
I'll be on my way.
Yeah, no, I wrote the song, and I love camping. Last year I was doing a little bit of it and gigging some solo gigs, and I was just writing songs, staying in a tent, and this was one of the songs. I figured we needed a camping song. Yeah, kind of a
looks
fun
like
sing along.
Wondering how each of you got into the instruments y'all play. That's I think for me, by default, I got onto harmonica because my buddy Ryan O'Neill, he knew how to play guitar. I was junior, maybe in high school, and I wanted to be able to play with him around the campfires and stuff, so I picked up the harmonica, and, I kind of got good with that first before I even knew how to play guitar or anything like that. So harmonica was my first instrument, and that's how I got to it by default, because I wasn't good at guitar and my buddy was, so picked up the harp. How about you guys?
I'd say it was destiny in my case. My dad stole a bass from his high school, and I found that in junior high,
here.
and I picked it up. I learned how to play the bass, and then when I got to high school, I had that same teacher, and I had to fulfill my dad's 20-year-old debt to this teacher that he stole bass from, and we're on good terms now. Everything's all copacetic.
Yeah, and that beautiful bass is almost 100 years old, and we love that
No,
thing.
that's the bass I stole.
Okay,
I was
bass.
talking about the Gibson Ripper, the yellow
Oh
one.
yeah, the electric. Indeed.
I didn't steal it. It was a gift.
We have not stolen anything that we haven't stolen anything.
Well, that one time, but we're not going to talk about that at all, but-
Yeah, we're
Well,
cats.
and then there was. Well, no, we didn't. We didn't do that one.
We're cats, not raccoons.
Trash pandas.
Yeah, I stole my first trumpet. No, I'm just kidding. I started playing trumpet in like the 5th grade. It was like, what are you going to play? And I wanted to play drums, so I go in, I want to play drums. And they said, you have to play piano for 3 years to know the basics to play the drums. And I was like, all right, I'll try the other instruments. So I tried the trumpet, and the teacher was like, that's it. And I was like, okay, I'll play the trumpet. And then all my friends had bands, and I was trying to kind of fit in with the other musicians, and they were like, you should play the bass because we all play guitar. So I picked up bass and then found my way to ukulele, guitar, and everything else, and or a little bit of everything else that I found my way to. And that's kind of that, I guess. It's been an awesome run.
Yeah, I remember in Northern Lights you were the percussionist or the drummer, the cajon player to kind of start things, and little did we know that you were awesome at all the other instruments too.
Yeah, I've gone through phases, and at that point I was like, I want to be a hand drummer, and I got the washboard, and that was about 10 years ago, and so I've been doing the washboard that long, and I've definitely gotten better at it since then, and I learned a few others and gotten better at other instruments too. Do you guys have any pet cats? Cats as pets? No, we just eat them. No, I'm just kidding. All right, sorry. I don't. I live in an apartment. You can't get it.
Yeah, I got 2 cats. I got an orange fluffy cat named Flynn, and I've got a black and gray tabby named Balto. And they're huge and awesome cats.
They're great cats, yeah.
They are beautiful, beautiful cats. And before that, that you wrote a song about, you had.
Oh yeah, my song "Seen You Soon" on our 3rd record is about a cat I had named Bilbo. He was quite a cat.
Yeah, Bilbo, he was a hero, and he was there for kind of the initiation of the band. And Mooncats, he was in some of those recordings. I think
He's definitely on "Cats Out the Bag." I know for sure he's on that one.
From album 1.
Yep.
Yeah. And yes, at Moon Camp we have 5 cats, and we used to have 6, but JoJo went missing. So Bitter Ballad of JoJo, that's about our black cat that went missing, but then he knocked up our other cat, Crater. Mama Crater had a litter of 8 kittens, and we kept we initially kept 2, and then we got 2 more back. So then we got JoJo's son, who is also black, and just like JoJo, very mysterious and black catty in his way. And then we have 4 other tabbies. So American Shorthairs and tabbies is what we have, and the one black cat, Orion, which is JoJo's son. But yes, we love our cats, and they're very much inspiration to, I think different things that I just feel very, very cat-like in some ways. Late night, I don't know, cats just sleep during the day sometimes, and they're hunting at night, making music at night. Sounds like us sometimes.
Danny, you got any pets?
I have a pet rock right now. That's about it. About it. Yeah, the apartment says no pets, but that's all right. I've had a lot of awesome pets, and hitting the road, it makes it hard because you're always out and about, and gotta have someone to pet sit or different things. And I enjoy cats, dogs, and all other animals, but yeah, currently I'm not responsible for one. That's probably a good thing.
Danny used to have a snake, I believe.
I did. I almost said snake for my spirit animal, actually, because I just think they're slick, but they're also, I think they get a negative connotation too. So I probably don't want to go with that.
Hey, Doreen, Merry Christmas from San Diego. Thank you, Doreen, and the Wagner family out there. They helped us needing a spot to stay up on the West Coast there, the Puget Sound. When we needed some shelter and some inspiration, we went out to Camino Island, and that's where album 1, some of album 1 was written, was up there. So thank you, Doreen, for tuning in there. And there was another one before Nightmares About a Missing Gig, which we could do that, but Nightmares About Missing a Gig. Yes, and more naked, showing up naked to play. Kind of like when you go to school naked, it gets worse. You're playing in front of everybody naked.
Gosh, I had one the other day, and it was like I was trying to convince us to do this show or this tour, and it didn't make any sense. And I was like, but we got to do it, guys. Like, you guys got to be behind me. And I don't even remember. I think it was about, I don't even remember a whole lot about it. But I remember waking up and thinking, all right, I got to convince these guys somehow that this works. And then I went back to bed and kept dreaming about it. It was like, we're going to make this tour. So
yeah, sometimes you can
weird.
Jump back in. It's the trip. The old
did.
Dream world, yeah.
Danny's got a Madagascar tour in the works or something.
We're planning a tour, actually. Speaking of Doreen's place out Camino Island, Washington, we shipped a record out there, and we're planning on returning, hopefully, on a tour coming up in the spring, I think. So,
yeah, West Coast, we're coming for you. I'm looking forward to that. One other thing I seen on there was camping. What is one of our favorite places to camp? And for me, I would say early on, my Bismarck days was the desert. Going down to the desert was always a great spot. Good walleye fishing right there, and then you can do some rail hunting and just campfires by the Missouri River. That and Beaver Bay out in Beulah there. Beaver Bay was one of my favorite hangouts. Meet at the Moon Towers. How about you guys? Favorite camp spots?
I'm a sucker for Fort Lincoln. I grew up in Mandan, and I think Fort Lincoln is just a beautiful, beautiful little spot. It's got trees, it's got water, it's got big hills, it's got cool historic buildings. It's just the right one for me, I think.
I really like going out to music festivals, because you have camping built in with live music, and sometimes they're one-day events, sometimes they're a few-day events. So you get a few days of camping, and a lot of people. So yeah, I enjoy those. Oh, here we got the Lego guys hanging. That's great. So this song's Dirty Critters, which of course we released our music video for the album. And it features us as Lego stop-motion characters. Pretty dang cool to be Legos. I don't know, when I saw this, I remember saying, oh man, it looks just like us. And then about 20 seconds in, is that a poop monster? Oh no. And then I remember, oh wait a second, yeah, that was the script we wrote. And then, seeing the whole thing, I was just kind of amazed by how we take care of that thing.
First place time you three played together. I would say open mics at Rhythm Records. Not necessarily played together, but watching each other do our open mics was probably one of the first times we really connected in that atmosphere. But first performance, I think, was on the Capitol steps, right?
Many Visions, right?
Or no, well, so we did one in March. We started the band in like January, February, kind of. We played this coffee place downtown, and it was kind of like an impromptu show where I think I played a set, Heck played a set, we played, Maybe you guys even each played a solo set or something.
Yeah, Tina and they used to do
Cafe
open
Roma,
mics
or
at,
no,
Cafe
that's the
Aroma.
place here. Cafe Aroma, yeah.
Yeah.
Cafe Aroma way back in 2018.
Oh, those were great
But
days.
so that, I mean, I don't know if we counted that as the official, but it was the first time we played together in public, and then the four of us, not the three of us, too. But then we played on April 20th at Many Visions and at the Bismarck Capitol for a kind of event, and so that was the first time again, or the second and third, I guess, technically, and then, you know, shortly after, Heck had to move on, and so then it was the three of us, and I don't remember the first one as the three of us. We're getting nitty-gritty.
It probably was a Laughing Sun show at the old stage, because the Cats played the old stage a few times.
And that would have been before 19 or 20 when they moved or whatever. So yeah, it would have been probably Laughing Sun. We played there a lot. There was a point where we played there every month and multiple times, sometimes in the month. And it was an awesome coming up as a band, having that as a venue.
And then we were kind of just chit-chatting and going on through a couple of those songs, but one of them was Let's Talk, and that's a song that I kind of wrote about staying connected with friends, family, old classmates. I think we forget to do that, is stay connected, and that's a song I wrote about staying connected, you know, just giving a shout out to people that might be in your past, but you think about every once in a while. When you think about them, send them a text, because I'm sure, you know, they thought about you and, hey, what's going on? Where are you at? How many kids do you have? Like, it's just kind of cool to connect. But that was one that we missed there. Let's Talk. And I really do like that song and the message there, and I'm guilty of it too, not reaching out and talking with as many people as I should. I feel bad sometimes. It's not because I don't love you, it's because life's too dang busy, right? So it is important that we do that. So pick a new person this next year. Pick a new person every week to shout out to that you haven't heard from in 5-10 years. Be fun little. That'll be a, what do they call those? Resolution?
Reunion?
Reunion. Resolution.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I like that, though. I mean, it's easy to let time pass, and then you're like, I haven't heard from this person in so long. And honestly, with this album, you know, I reached out to a lot of people. Hey, look at the new album, or would you support us on this new album run? And so it's been really cool hearing back from some old friends and keeping in touch with them, you know.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody that has been so generous in making this album possible. Anybody that's tuning in, threw $1 our way, picked up the vinyl, just came to a show, bought a piece of merch. Thank you guys so much, because you made this all possible. We couldn't have done it without you guys and your support, believing in music, original music, and putting out albums for kids and guys in North Dakota, putting songs out. It didn't seem like a reality when I was growing up, and nobody would do that or challenge themselves to maybe make original music and do that in our state. But I think we've done a good job of it, and I know there's a lot of other great bands here in North Dakota and Bismarck especially that are working hard, creating their own music, and how beautiful that is. One thing I've seen on here, do you like it when people request covers? So it is fun, and it's cool to see where we can go with that. Most of the time, Danny's just an encyclopedia of covers that he knows, and somebody will request something, and sure enough, Danny will know it. Or he'll pick one out. So I would say it's fun in that sense. For me, personally, I don't, because I guess that's just not what I'm best at. I usually have to train and learn a song if I want to do it right, or do it how the artist maybe would feel it's respected. But it's a good challenge, and to see, can we do this? But how do you guys feel about?
Can I ask a follow-up question about that?
Yeah.
Danny, has there ever been a cover song that you played that later inspired like an original song?
Yeah. I mean, I think it happens directly and indirectly, where, you know, sometimes you're learning a new song and then you're like, oh, that's a cool bit, or that's a great chord progression or something. And actually, you know, I can think of a few specifically where we used to play the cover and then we kind of formulated something that may or may not have taken aspects of the cover that we liked, to where we're like, should we keep playing that cover, or does that kind of cheapen the the version that we're working on. You know, and I
Good
think
artists borrow, great artists steal.
I was just gonna say, I think I think about that quote, you know, because there's only so many chords and there's only so many progressions and ideas, really. So I'd like to think of it as, you know, an antenna songwriting where you're kind of like manifesting these ideas and pulling them out of different places, and sometimes those places are old covers, you know, or other songs. I like getting requests for covers, I think, because I like that connection with the audience. And how, you know, when they're like, can you play American Pie? And you're like, yeah, I'll play American Pie. And then you do it and the room loves it. It's like this overwhelming sense of, you know, like that's why we're doing it, you know, is to get people excited and to make connections with the listeners, you know. And so ideally that American Pie cover might turn into them loving your next original or buying a record because they had fun that night. And I think that just kind of snowballs into, you know, if you can hook them with a good cover that they know, they might be more apt to like really diving into your band and your sounds.
Oh, people love hearing songs they know. And
Yeah.
I know the few covers we do, it's drawn people into our original music.
Right, definitely. No, that's a great follow-up.
Somebody earlier had asked how much work was the Kickstarter,
Oh, yeah.
and it's certainly a lot and potentially too much. But
Well-
it was a lot of work.
Yeah, it's been hard because there's a lot of organization. We had a lot of like team helping with this. Scott was a big help as a manager and kind of organizing things, and we've all had to kind of step up and you know, ask for help. That was, I think, one of the hardest parts, was just getting on board of like, okay, this is the right way to approach this, because I think for some people, you know, they were like, these guys are in over their heads, maybe, you know. I don't know if that was the perspective, but it was a lofty goal and a big undertaking for an album, and it just goes to show how hard and expensive it is to make a good album and follow it through right, you know. And it's been really cool, though, to see the difference of this record versus our others, and how it's received and how it's been covered, and
It was you know, definitely a lot of work, and we had to do some, you know, kind of fundraising and the initial goal. And I think sometimes too, you think people think you're crazy for asking for this, but the good thing about what we did here with the vinyl, and I'm pretty proud about, is you're getting something for your quote unquote donation, or you're getting the product. So it's a way of selling the album along with getting, you know, certain donations or whatever to make it possible. But the people that did do the Kickstarter and you know, they got their packages, and I don't know how many out you are on there that got your package. I hope you like the shirt, the tote bag. The album's just awesome. And as we were packaging those up, I was just thinking it is awesome. We're really giving people something for their donation. And some people chose not to take you know, to take one of the but what do they call them?
tier. Yeah, some people just donated.
Didn't click a tier or whatever.
$200
They just
and-
wanted to see us succeed.
It's
And
incredible, yeah.
So that's special too. But like I said, for a lot of it, you know, we're giving something out to people too. So we're getting them to get to the vinyl, and so we've sold over 100 plus vinyl already, and that alone is just awesome, you know.
That's the end of the record.
Yeah, that one was I Want Both, and we tell that story quite a bit, but it's how I can't make up my mind sometimes when we go out to eat or certain things. I want both the soup and the salad, and you can't always get that. And so that's where that song was inspired. But yeah, here we have it. Animal Style, Mooncats, Animal Style, and I hope you got your vinyl. If you didn't, they are for sale here at Rhythm Records. You can find them in Bismarck. You can find them in Minot. You will soon be able to find them in Fargo. You can get them on our website. And yeah, if anybody's interested or still needs Christmas gifts to those vinyl enthusiasts, definitely reach out to us, and we'd love to get one to you. And then also the tapes. Like I said, tapes are great for the old, the old school players and people that still listen to tapes, because you may not think it, but there's still people out there that have tape players, even in their vehicles. There's old enough vehicles where it works. There's the download card Danny's got there, and that will also come with the vinyl. And this thing's been great. This is where we shot the initial when we were doing the Kickstarter video, which seems like that was 5 months ago now. I don't even know how long ago that was, but it was a little while back. And it's been a lot of work putting this thing together, but we're so proud of how it all came together. And I would, as far as doing vinyl again, I'd love to do vinyl again. I don't know if we'll do the Kickstarter portion, maybe for a little while, take a break from that and not, but we'll see where it all goes. And we're excited for this next year. And I guess the music to be made, and like I said, new inspirations that we find in 2026. But yeah, is there anything else? Any other questions from the crowd out there? What else? Joe's on. Your brother's on.
Yeah,
Nice.
they said they
Yeah, that's
prefer
awesome.
they prefer that the bass
Liberated.
Yeah, it was liberated from because
yeah.
it was freed from that school and brought into the hands of a working musician that's going to appreciate it and use it. So I couldn't agree more, guys.
It's definitely lived a happier and healthier life since then, rather than just being a high school bass or something.
Yeah, and I grew up playing bass. Like I said, was my second instrument after trumpet, and I always wanted an upright. And I grew up in Beulah, and no one played one. There was a broken one at the church that they sent off to get to the wood chipper or to be repaired or something. But so when I met Sky, I was like, Sky has an upright. I need to get to know Sky. And it's been really cool, like seeing what that bass has done and all the other groups he's played with and all the albums it's been on now. And fortunately to keep it working on our albums and our shows,
Bertha's a good bass.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful piece. I don't like always how big she is fitting back in the van, but what she makes up for, what she takes away from the van space, she makes up for on the stage in her beauty of sound and eye candy.
I got a question. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, we got
Morgan
two-
has
two
a
in the
question
room,
too.
Morgan,
Two
what
in
you
the room.
asking?
Let's go with Morgan.
Do you want to ask
first.
it in the mic? Okay. What's next? That's a good question.
I guess I kind of quoted this earlier, but we're going to do a little songwriters retreat and lock ourselves in a cabin for a week and see what we can make. We haven't made an album like that. We've brought songs from different parts of our own minds and times and lives, but now we're just going to get together and see what we can create, all getting locked in a cabin together, a dry cabin up in the North Woods there.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing that's in store. Come
Thinking
January.
make a metal album, get some double bass drum on there.
Yeah, some screamo.
Who wants to see Metal Cats?
Also, we're working on the North Country Hootenanny. That's a big celebration of regional bluegrass music with us Mooncats. Of course, our good friends Pert Near Sandstone, and they were there last year. And then Delwood, yeah, and we're really excited to have them out for the first year. And I think their first show in Minnesota, or in North Dakota. They're from Minnesota. And you can get tickets at northcountryhootenanny.com, but we're getting really excited about that. It's coming up February 28th at the Empire Arts Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota. So like I said, second year doing the event. And, we're just ramping up for that, too, I think.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had a lot of fun last year with everybody that came out. So hopefully you can make it back. Tell your friends, and let's really get down there at the end of February.
Speaking of big shows, shout out to Fud Fest.
Oh yeah,
Folks, Marianne and
Towner.
Fud tuning in. That's awesome. And I think we got Rex on there too. I don't know if that's Rex or maybe another Rex.
And there was another one, Tucson, Arizona, tuning in.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
From the desert. They are wondering when we're coming back to Arizona. Well, Mr. Manager Man, when are we getting back to Arizona?
Yeah, we're working on it. Right.
Isn't there like a North Dakota Days in Arizona that you guys
it was
played
the
at?
North Dakota Picnic, because we have so many snowbirds that go down there. So we got to play that last year, and that was a lot of fun. And basically why we went down there. And so I'm very thankful that they had us come down, and what a cool thing that they did. And so hopefully we get invited back to that. That would be a big part in that. So if anybody knows anybody puts on the North Dakota Picnic, have them shout out to us. It's will be tough this year because we have so many other working parts going, and then our tour in May going to the West Coast. So it might be tough this year in the realm of 26, but you never know. Don't count it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
you can book us at our website, actually. We haven't mentioned that, but mooncatsmusic.com. That has all of our links, and it's, of course, on the chat here, too. But yeah, that's how you can request a booking or check out any of the new news coming out.
And you in the back there.
Yeah, I had a question for you. So you guys mentioned a couple times now that you're going to do this writing retreat here. Did you say in January coming up here?
Yep, mid-January.
So you guys have been a band for 6, almost 7 years now. At this point, throughout the years, everyone grows, everyone changes. What's something that inspires you now that never inspired you when you first started this band?
Oh, that's heavy. Deep, Mr. DJ Man.
I think it's a good question.
Yes.
But I'm a little biased.
Well, first of all, it's 7 years going on 8, right? 2018?
Yes.
Is my math right?
Yep.
Oh, I must have misheard.
Not to call you out, but no, I mean, I've been growing my beard as long as we've been a band, and we figured that out during the Kickstarter, and so it was like, holy cats, that's crazy. And I've just been telling everybody I got 7 years on this beard.
Which, by the way, that almost got shaved off.
That's right. But
we saved it thanks to you, beautiful people.
Yeah, thanks to the Kickstarter backers. Seriously, I was going to shave it if I had to, but we made the goal that week, and that things like that inspire me. It's like we're doing things that we never would have done before that we wanted to do. Even like this, the stream and. Getting together, shooting the little promo bits as a band, or going on tour as a band, and spending more time together and being able to do things, breach those like little goals. Even having the band take care of meals, on the road or things like that. It's like in the beginning we were kind of all scraping by, and you had a cheap junky banjo or a washboard, and anything would work. And now it's like, okay, we got to have better gear because we're taking this really seriously and trying to do it the best we can. So
yeah, we're business owners. I never thought I would say that in life, but we own a business, and that's a crazy thought. And so looking at it like that too, it's like you have to definitely take it a lot more serious when you got the business aspect of it. And that's what my profession is, being a musician. And I was thinking about that months back, and just like how crazy that is. Like I said, growing up in North Dakota, when they ask you what you want to be when you grow up, I don't even think that's on the list of that you can be. So that's one thing, making this a business and being business owners and all the new things that takes on has been new challenges to us, and so we're still figuring the ropes out for that. And Scott's helped a lot with that, having his own business, guiding us on how to do certain things that require business. We're learning a lot, and so that and inspiration of just daily life, getting older. I'm almost 40, which is crazy, and so like little things like trying to have a baby for one, like little things like that inspire me to write songs about maybe having a baby, and just like different growing old things, and people can relate to that because we all grow old, and so I think that's something that inspires me, is people can relate because we're all on this planet together and we're all learning together. And so if somebody can write something, whether it's poetry, a book, or a song that helps you relate to that, that's really special. And I think that's what music, to me, why I love it so much, is people can relate. How about you, Sky?
So before you answer, Sky, so what we can expect is like a funk-driven Mooncats album that's like baby-making music, right?
Yes, you
Perfect.
Make babies.
after the metal album.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this could go a lot of places, folks. So
You guys are evolving. It's a beautiful thing.
How about you, Sky?
I think my songwriting's developed in that I learned to not take myself so seriously. I think that I always tried to make really epic, well thought out songs. And after being in this band, I came to see the joy of the silly, lighthearted songs a lot more, and like appreciate their place in the world and their value. And so I look forward to making more silly songs. One of the biggest things about growing up, I've noticed in myself lately, is how excited I get for Garbage Day. So maybe we'll have a Garbage Day song coming up. But
exactly.
it's an awesome day. They take all your stuff you don't want. Sweet.
Yeah, just things, being, being grown-ups. I just never really thought that would happen in life, and so that's what they call us now, I guess, grown-ups, or at least my age. You guys are still kind of kids, but being a grown-up, just like the things that come with that, and daily chores, and, getting old and try not to get fat, and, just simple stuff like that.
Aren't we all kids still, though?
Yeah. I mean, I like to think like that, just, whimsical. And I do, it is good to keep that inner child, because I think a lot of times the older we get, we feel like we have to hide that inner child because, that's not what grown-ups would do. But something I learned a lot from kids and being a substitute teacher is, they let their minds go and their feelings out there, and they just have fun with it. And I think sometimes we forget to have fun with life when we become grown-ups. And so I think that's something special, like you said, with music, and especially our music is, don't forget to have fun,
Yeah, because we're setting out to achieve the dream that we once had, that we're, on that path now. And so it's like, you believed in yourself in that beginning point, like, I can do this, and now we're doing it. And so it's pretty cool to see, where we've climbed to the ranks of as a band and as people, and, inspiring to think about where that could keep going,
Do you have a dream collaboration?
As far as with other artists or genres, or?
My mind went any artist, but it could be in any sense.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely out there. One of my dream collaborations, kind of is already happening with the Hootenanny and Pert Near Sandstone. I love those guys and been listening to them for years. Trampled by Turtles would be another one to really, get together and collaborate with those guys. But any of those, kind of higher ups in the genres that I listen to, or, certain folk singers, Langhorne Slim and stuff like that, it would be just a real treat to collaborate with any of those. But even some of the locals, Aventine, just would love a little
Shout
bit of collaboration there. And we have done song, but we haven't recorded.
Yeah, some Buggies and Blues.
Dude, that was so fun.
That was
so
really
fun.
cool.
Yes.
It took me back to when we were Classic and you were Northern Light, and we were sharing shows all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun to blast from the past, as you will.
Totally.
That old hotel, the Doublewood? I think you guys played there one time with Northern Light. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I do remember. Was that with Boreal Gardens?
Yep.
Yeah, that might have been.
Yeah.
No.
I was in New York, but
York.
But yeah, so that would be, I guess, one of my dream collabs. How about you?
I was thinking the Dead South would be cool.
Yeah.
Those guys are just sharp and awesome storytellers, songwriters, and I feel like it'd be like we have a whole nother 3 guys in the band or
was
something, jamming with them. Yeah,
thinking a little different kind of media, but it would be really cool to score a film or write songs for a cartoon, children's show kind of thing. We have a unique sound, and with the right kind of animation style or right director, I think that could work out really well.
Kombucha collaboration. Dreams.
That would be great, and a lot of people have said that. It's even Papa John's, I have a pizza song, and we haven't done anything with that, so Papa John, where you at? And another one we got here, would you ever consider using a fan's poem and making it into a song? Yeah, that's a good question.
someone has a poem to give you.
I'd say possibly, but for me, I just have all these other things that come from here and there, and ideas that I'm stuck on that I don't know. I have so much material that's always flowing, and when I take somebody else's art. I don't want to like not. I don't know. It's hard for me. It's like writing. I don't know, writing a book together or something with somebody that you don't really know, and then you get this information you give back. I don't know some of the context, and so it would make it hard for me to do that. I don't think I would personally, if you really wanted to. I think we could make it happen. But for something that I put on an album or we put on an album, I would probably want it to come from more of like my place. But that's a good question.
And I like the idea of ghostwriting too, and we have had people send us some poems and things, but I think it's just kind of a challenge, because like you said, it's somebody else's perspective, and I often have a lot of irons in the fire for songwriting too, where I'm like, well, I could just work on this song or that song, or I have a million other things I should be doing, to where it's like, it's easier to focus on those and be productive than sometimes get in a whole different car or a whole different element, with... But, it's something I'd maybe like to do more as we keep going.
Totes. But yeah, I suppose, I don't know, where are we at here? There.
Well, we're going to listen to Side C and put that on here. Just kidding. It's not like that.
No, but one of these times, hopefully, we will have a double album coming at you, and then you're going to get Side C and Side D and all the unders. And yeah, I mean, there's some Buffalo Wild Wings that are calling my name, calling my name.
The B-Dubs has been here the whole time.
Yeah. Smelling it.
It's
Good
right
timing
in front
on
of
that,
us, watching
Scott.
everyone else eat.
I can smell the blue cheese, and there's a cap on there, but I can just smell it and see it.
Awesome.
I have 10 more questions.
All right, start with Gus. Do you have anything? Gus, do you want to? No.
Cool.
Okay.
Just want to go home.
Yeah, he's like, wrap it up, boys. Yeah. No, thanks again to Gus and Rhythm Records for having us, hosting us all the way along. Like I said, from when we did the first Kickstarter video, we filmed that here, and he's always been so good about supporting what we do and opening a room for it and having a great space to be in for that. And you can find all of our I guess, physical media down here at Rhythm Records.
That Carnix, that's Joe, right? I think so.
Yeah, what should I get you for Christmas?
Yeah. I like instruments. I like instruments, and if I already have it, then I have a spare. So I think
that's a good one.
A person could look
Kazoo?
up if you could 3D print any instruments. That might be a way I would look.
Yeah, like a 3D printed kazoo, if anybody needed any ideas, right? You
Yeah,
need
thanks for
another one of
asking.
them.
Yeah, I see. Was that Joe that said that earlier?
Liberated.
What should I get you for Christmas? One of the questions was,
What do you want?
what do you want for
Yeah.
Christmas? And going with John Lennon here, world peace.
Yeah.
And war is over. Can we end the dang wars? I don't even know why we fight wars anymore. Silly.
Well, thanks to all the Kickstarter backers. We love you guys.
No, but
this
what
has
do you
been
want,
an incredible
Danny? What do
journey.
you want,
I
Danny?
honestly just wanted to make this album, and we got it happening. I have everything that I could ask for. I'm a really lucky guy,
Yeah, that's true. We are very...
No more wars. I agree with that. Amen, man. Peace
We're
and love.
three lucky cats here. Come out to the show if you're in Bismarck on Saturday with the Crop Dusters. We have a lot of other fun stuff coming up, like the Hootenanny, and we're doing a New Year's show at a ski resort coming up at a Botno up there for the new year. So a lot of fun stuff. Follow us on the things. If you want that vinyl, we can get it sent to you, or just come to a show and we'll have them there. Thank you guys for tuning in out there. Thanks for our in-house crowd. Give it up to B-Dubs for bringing the wings. And appreciate you guys. Like I said, I don't know if there's any other points we didn't touch on, but it's been great, and kind of putting the final stamp on the Animal Style album here. And it's bittersweet. It's sad. Brings a tear to me eye. But here we are. There we go.
Yeah, it's been an incredible run. What a record. A lot of work put in. And again, can't thank everybody. So just have to say a general thank you to everybody as a whole. Sky, what did you want for Christmas? Did you answer that?
Yeah, I said an instrument.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Even if
Just
it's
making
3D
sure.
printed.
That or socks.
All right, Sock Show was good. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next stream. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to Dan Pretzer for running sound. And all the online and in-house viewers. Huge thank you to Rhythm Records for hosting us. We're Mooncats. Have a good night.
Have a good Christmas.